era. After the show, the lights go down. Another rocky road leading nowhere, except back to a lonesome town.
Hello, and welcome to this week's OmnTV show. I'm Robert Louis Getz, Jr., producer, and most times host of this TV program. This show, for this time of period, normally would have been a Memorial Day show, but we decided to make a show of remembering, not just about our men and women of the armed forces, but our friends and our family, be it past, present, or future. But I'd like to give a little bit of remembrance, if I can use that word, pertaining to Memorial Day. This show will again be seen in July. But to me, since the early stages of the American Revolution to our present time, three things stand out the most. Number one, our preamble and Constitution, where three words stand for who we are. We the people. Number two, the American flag, representation of our freedom, our liberty, and our democracy. And three, that the men and women who fought and died because of the first two reasons, so that others can follow and have the same privileges and rights they so proudly died for. Our nation is not a perfect nation, and it will never be perfect. But it is my nation. It's your nation. It's our nation. Our nation, though flawed, allows us the rights that many countries wouldn't even dream of, such as freedom of speech and freedom of worship, no matter what religion. But I don't want to get into politics at this time. I just wish to let you know, again, as I said earlier, this show is titled Songs of Remembrance. It is about our friends and our family, as well as our men and women of the armed forces, be it past, present, or future. So, from me to you, please sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Ron Gagnon, your host. I'd like to welcome you to OmnTV. Tonight, Songs of Remembrance are about tidbits of interviews from the past year. So let's get started. And here's Robert Getz interviewing Kelly Burkham and his song, Telephone in Heaven. Take it away, Bob.
Telephone in Heaven is a song that I wrote after my father passed away. He was my idol. We played music together. I looked up to him and give him all the credit for what I've done in my music career, good and bad. You know, I mean, when I was younger, you know, I've been booed out of places before, and I've been asked back to places, and I'm sure just about everybody in the music industry has. But the one thing that that no one can ever take away from a songwriter is their feelings and their thoughts and what it takes to put a song together. And this song was a song saying we're having internet connection problems here, so hopefully I'm still here. But anyway, it was a song that I wrote for my dad after he passed away, and just looking back at all the memories and everything, and you know, I won't go too far into detail and get too mushy, but I was going down to Louisiana when he was actually in hospice, and my sister was with him, and I was rushing and trying to get down there because I knew it was pretty serious, and I was about an hour from Westlake, Louisiana, where he was living, where he's from. And she called me on the phone and said that I could slow down. He passed away. And so I slowed down. I went on down there and, you know, stayed and attended the funeral. And actually on my drive back, I started writing this song because it's another thing, like you were talking about a minute ago. It's so true how we wish once something can no longer be said, that's when we really wish we would have said it. And that's kind of what Telephone in Heaven is. It's yeah, I just wish that I could talk to him and tell him some things that I wanted to tell him and didn't get a chance to. And, you know, if heaven had a telephone, it would, I'd probably spend every bit of money I have talking to him. But that's basically the gist of the song.
My dad passed away 3 years ago. It's one of those songs you kind of wish that you actually were able to get a hold of if you knew about it and actually have it set to be played right there during the wake, where everyone can hear it, and I can almost guarantee that anybody that's going to listen to that song, and if it doesn't bring tears to your eyes, you have no tear ducts. I'm sorry, it's that good a song. Even talking about it, my throat clogging up a little bit, and I didn't write the song. I did listen to the song, and I can imagine how it's affecting Kelly himself. So here's Kelly Ray performing Telephone from Heaven. I know you'll love it.
Telephone in heaven, how I'd love to talk to my dad. I'd tell him that I love him and I miss him. I'm sorry for the times we never had. Well, I wonder if they'd charge me by the minute, and I wonder if they'd charge me by the mile. Call up that old angel operator. Could I please talk to my daddy for a while? Telephone in heaven. I wish there was a telephone in heaven. How I'd love to talk to my grandma. Tell her that I miss her Sunday cooking. Haven't eaten like that since you went to meet Grandpa. Well, I wonder if they'd charge me by the minute, and I wonder if they'd charge me by the mile. I call up that old angel operator. Could I please talk to my grandma for a while? Telephone in heaven. there was a telephone in heaven, how I'd love to talk to the Lord of mine. I'd tell him that I love him and I'm thankful for watching over all these loves of mine. And I know he wouldn't charge me by the minute, sure he wouldn't charge me by the mile. I'd call up that old angel operator, say thank you for this big long distance smile. Telephone in heaven. Well, I know he wouldn't charge me by the minute, I know he wouldn't charge me by the mile. I call up that old angel operator, say thank you for this big long distance smile. Telephone in heaven.
Welcome back. Our next artist tonight is a friend of ours that we met down at the Pine Loft in Berlin. Her name is Diane Gowell, and her song is 20 Little Fireflies. Enjoy it.
On December 14 just born, but we who are left on this world just sorrowfully mourn. Let your light shine on in peace and hope, while we back here just try to cope. 20 little fireflies, let your spirits fly, playing now forever up in the sky. We who love you will look to your light. It's hard to go on, but we will fight. 20 little fireflies, forever may you play, as we back here struggle through each day. Always in our hearts, forever may you live, what we left behind, it's love we should give. 20 little fireflies, watch over each other now, while we back here make a lifelong vow to love everyone and let peace be our way, until together with your families you'll be again someday. 20 little fireflies, and along comes 6 more, flying towards each other, and off they all soar, up to the heavens, never feeling any more pain, as their tears all cried out, and now comes down as rain. 20 little just born.
As a Vietnam vet, I feel the pain that family feels for the loss of a loved one. So tonight, here's a phone interview between Bobby and our next entertainer, David Whalen, and his song, It's Not the Way.
We're back. And again, with us on this week's show is a gentleman from Pennsylvania. That he's not in Pennsylvania at the moment, but we won't go back into that again. David Whalen. Dave, you have a song that's coming up. It's called It's Not the Way. Elaborate, please.
Well, It's Not the Way is a song that I wrote about a military family. I didn't name who the family is, but they're close personal friends, and they had a bit of a tragedy that happened. They fell in love. The couple fell in love, and he got called to service. He had to go over to Iraq, and he was having a discussion with his new wife, his new bride. That I'm sorry, I know it's not the way that you wanted this to be, but I need to follow my duty, honor, and fight for the military.
Yeah.
So he had to go over, and she was crushed, of course. Wasn't sure if he was ever going to return, and so he goes over to Iraq, and turns out while he's over there, his new bride gets pregnant, and so she sends him a note and says, "I'm going to have your baby," and all this. Of course, he's very excited, but he's also very concerned, and he says to her, "Sweetheart, I know this is not the way that you wanted this to be, but I will come back to you. I'll be back. I hope to get back to see our child and all this." And so he goes back into battle, and unfortunately, he's taken out. He's killed.
Yeah.
And so when the message about his death reached his wife, of course she was distraught and devastated. She's got a baby on the way. He's never coming home, and she's inconsolable. So in all of her tears and distress, she falls asleep crying, and he visits her in a dream. He actually comes to her while she's asleep and dreaming and comforts her and says, "Honey, I know it's not the way you want it to be, but if you keep the faith, time will bring you to me." And at that point, all the distress and all the worrying and all the ill feelings went away, and she was able to wake up and understand that at some point she will be with him again. So it's a story that it's heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, but at the same time, in the end, there is hope.
Yeah. For you out there, here's Dave Whalen performing It's Not the Way.
Our love began this journey, and you became my wife. You wanted to start a family, bring into this world a life. But the orders came this morning, my deployment overseas, duty, God, and country. We have to honor these. I know it's not the way, no, you wanted it to be, you wanted it to be. We started the tour of duty, there's bloodshed all around. My thoughts of you are many, and my love for you abounds. I got your note this morning, our baby's due in May. I know there'll be a time when I'm with you once again. It's not the way, oh, you wanted it to be. But if you keep the faith, oh, time will bring you to me. She got the letter telling her that his life was taken. She can't believe that she will never feel his warmth, and he told me that you're coming back to me. Be with me, baby, she cried herself to sleep, and in a dream she saw him there, and he said, I know there'll be a time when I'm with you once again. No, it's not the way, oh, you did it to me. But if you keep the faith, oh, time will bring you to me. Oh, I know it's not the way, oh, you wanted it to be. Oh, but if you keep the faith, oh, time will bring you to me. Time will bring you to me.
Our next song brings back so many memories of my grandma and my grandpa, and brought back a lot of tears when I listened to this song. What I'd like you folks to do at this time is close your eyes, listen real careful to the words of our new artist, Jeff Best, and his song, Wake Up Dancing.
He pulled that straight back wicker chair up next to Grandpa's bed, and with a voice made weak by pain, his grandpa softly said, Could you get my cowboy boots and that gold pocket watch of mine, and bring me a Sunday suit with a vest that's satin lined? And as he saw the tears in his grandson's eyes, he said, I've got to be prepared, 'cause I'm going home tonight, and I'm gonna waltz across the heavens while a band of angels plays, and I'm gonna two-step on some stardust a million miles away. I'll never have a new beginning until I reach the end, and these old legs are gonna come to life again. Gonna wake up dancing. He said if it's not too much trouble, there's one thing left to do. Since I'm gonna see your grandma, could you get her favorite shoes, the ones with the ribbons, red and trimmed in white? Last time she had them on, I believe we danced all night. And why she left them here, it's plain you see. Your grandma never danced with anyone but me. And we're gonna waltz across the heavens while a band of angels play, and we're gonna two-step on some stardust a million miles away, and we'll never have a new beginning until we've reached the end, and these old legs are gonna come to life again. We're gonna waltz across the heavens while a band of angels plays, we're gonna two-step on some stardust a million miles away. We'll never have a new beginning until we've reached the end, and these old legs are gonna come to life again. Gonna wake up dancing. Gonna wake up dancing. Wake up dancing.
Memories. Loving memories. Caring memories. Memories of a lost one. Our next performance is by a new band called Sawdust Road, and their song, Not Your Memory. Enjoy it.
Standing in the doorway of my tomorrows and our past, and everywhere I look, I see where you were standing last. Memories like fireflies held captive for a time, and I swear I felt your gentle kiss from heaven's thoughts to mine. Thought we'd have a lifetime and that part of us remains, but now you're gone and I'm forever changed. about you all the same. There's gotta be a part of you that will always be a part of me. I had to let you go, oh, but not your memory. And I was numb throughout the service until the gun salute, when they placed the flag into my hands and said they are proud of you. Gave me your letter and your dog tags, and your wedding ring was shined. There were stains from teardrops on the page, and now they're mixed with mine. You said, thought we'd have a lifetime, and that part of us remains. But now I'm gone, and you're forever changed. 'Cause old dreams are good dreams, and though they don't work out, it seems it's nice to dream about you all the same. There's gonna be a part of you that will always be a part of me. I had to let you go, oh, but not your memory. Now what am I supposed to do? Our future was just me and you. And then I saw you in my dreams last night. You said that I would be alright. The part of me and you is our son. You said, let him have my baseball glove, my fishing pole from Dad with love, to say his prayers at night and defend what's right. And someday soon he'll see, he'll grow up just like me. 'Cause old dreams are good dreams, and though they don't work out, it seems it's nice to dream about you all the same. There's gonna be a part of you that will always be a part of me. Wish I could let you know how I love you so, but I had to let you go, oh, but not your memory.
Welcome back. And now here's Bobby interviewing Kelly Ray Burkham for the second time tonight about his song, What's Tomorrow Gonna Bring?
Listening to that song, I thank God I watched the whole thing as opposed to just listening to the beginning of it, where it sounds really great, but then if you don't watch the whole video, you won't know the outcome of why it was being sung, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to give it away because if I do, they're going to actually know what the ending's going to be like. So, can you give us a little bio on what tomorrow's going to bring?
What tomorrow's going to bring, I started writing that actually after the Columbine shooting here in Colorado. I just started thinking about things and things that's going on in the world and happening. And, you know, when all that happened with those kids here at this school, I started writing it. And
well, that was back in 1999, was it? That was back in April of 1999?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was, don't seem like that long ago, but it has been that long.
Yeah.
And so basically it's a song just saying pay attention to what's going on right now today, and don't take for granted what's happening today, because tomorrow may not ever get here, and that's kind of the gist of the song. And like you said, you just have to kind of watch the video and listen to the words to kind of get the grip on it.
Well, we here in Connecticut can attest on how you must have felt in Colorado, being that 2 years ago in December we had the same scenario with the Sandy Hook crisis as well, similar to the Columbine, only ours were elementary students as opposed to high school students.
Right.
So we know that, and it's still fresh in our minds as far as that part's concerned. So,
oh, yeah.
So for you out there, here's Kelly Ray performing "What's Tomorrow Gonna Bring."
We just don't ever know what tomorrow's gonna bring. I wake up in the morning, still hurting from the day before. I've cried all the tears I can cry. I could take no more. I said, Lord, just help me with my child. She looks like she's hanging on. She just looked at me as her eyes grew dim, and the good Lord took her home. We just don't ever know what tomorrow is gonna bring. No, we just don't ever know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
In remembrance of Sandy Hook, our next song, lyrics by Richard Roman, music by Jenna Pothoff, sung by Deborah Ivory. Here's 20 Angels More.
Was it to save the earth, or bring an end to you see me through. When my time has come, I hope you tell me that. I want to know, what is the reason for taking up to heaven 20 angels more? When you say goodbye, only God knows
Our next performer hails from United Kingdom, is Jason Mark Yates, being interviewed by Bobby with his song, Little Angels with Wings.
The next song, the last song of your segment, is a song that hits home here. When I say down the road, it's like 16 plus miles down the road, but it's still down the road nevertheless. Something that occurred back on December 14th of 2012, if my recollection is working. Sometime last October, I believe I got with you via email or however we were doing it, and was asking you if you had a song that we could use to promote the Sandy Hook memorial show that we were working on here, and I couldn't find one initially of what you had, but then turned and asked you if you'd be willing to put a song together, because we wanted you in that memorial because of your vocals and the way you present your music. And you basically said that you'd be happy to. And we got this song called Little Angels with Wings that we played last December, and then we'll be playing again in the past couple weeks. But since we have you in person, we wanted to play it again so we can get your input on how you put that song together. And again, I believe you put it together with Darcy Javon.
Yeah.
So,
but it, when you actually mentioned that, and we agreed to write a song for it, first thing that we did was read up on the Sandy Hook shootings. We'd heard things in the press and on the news, but not enough. So the first thing you got us to do was actually study the whole thing, what was involved, what happened, step by step. And that helped to get a feeling of the whole thing and to feel like we were part of that community. And to me, that's the first step in writing a song, is to actually feel the way the people do in some measure. Obviously nowhere near as intense as the people that it happened to, but intense enough to write the song. So we could actually write it with feeling, which Darcy and myself both believe that the emotional content of any song is the most important part.
Well, it was very emotional as far as when we got it and listened to it. I mean, we listened to so many songs that were written for Sandy Hook that I had to stop after a while because I was actually crying. They were so good. And your song, because of the fact that we worked it out, that it hit more home here because I was part of it as far as the introing it. You were part of it because of you wrote it, put it together with Darcy, and it came back outstanding. So, for you out there, again, Jason Mark Yates and Darcy Javon, Little Angels with Wings.
Little angels with wings, learning how to fly. Little angels with wings, long before their time. Can anybody make any sense from this? In the morning they left with a kiss. Little angels, little angels with wings. God only knows what was going on. My face it shows part of me that's gone. Can anybody make any sense from this? In the morning they left with a kiss. Little angels, little angels with wings. Courageous teachers will hold your hand, go with you to the promised land. But I wish that I could let you know it hurts that I won't see you grow. Little angels, little angels with wings. Anybody make any sense from this? In the morning they left with a kiss. Little angels, little angels with wings. Memories not made, others to share, searching for answers simply aren't there. Can anybody make any sense from this? In the morning they left with a kiss. Little angels, little angels with wings. Little angels, little angels with wings. Little angels, little angels with wings.
Our show is quickly coming to an end, folks. But before we go, here's our last performer's interview. Corey Coons with his song, Remember Me. And from Bobby and myself, we'd like to thank every one of you for joining us tonight. Have a happy and healthy week, and may God bless.
Now, the last song, Remember Me, I believe you stated that it was written for your folks?
Or about
Yeah,
your folks?
Yeah, that song is a tribute to my mom and dad who have passed away. So it was something that meant a lot to me to write a song about the two people who are the biggest reason for what I do today, and just wanted to showcase a tribute to them for all they meant to me over the years. And obviously they've passed away too soon, so I wanted to do something for them in honor of them.
Well, for those who haven't seen the video as of yet, I will attest, it is a great song in memory of his parents. A song pretty much, if you were to sing it, it would fit your family. It's done that well. So
thank you.
That's no problem there. So here's Remember Me by Corey M. Coons. I know you'll like it.
Remember me with the autumn leaves. I can see your face that smile like a beauty queen. It's a mystery, sometimes hard to believe, why some things just won't ever be the same. Well, they say time is a healer, and the hand that holds our fate. In the blink of an eye, we're left hanging on the edge of broken dreams. You can't turn back the time, you can't erase the pain, you can only face new days. That's when destiny calls, they say. Charmed in grace, like the wisest sage, I can hear your voice, I can feel you speak my name. It's a mystery, it's still so hard to believe. All those memories just can't ever be replaced. Well, they say time is a healer, and the hand that holds our fate. In the blink of an eye, we're left hanging on the edge of broken dreams. You can't turn back the time, you can't erase the pain, you can only face new days. That's when destiny calls, they say. It's a mystery, sometimes hard to believe, why some things just won't ever be the same. Well, they say time is a healer, and the hand that holds our fate. In the blink of an eye, we're left hanging on the edge of broken dreams. You can't turn back the time, you can't erase the pain, you can only face new days. That's when destiny calls, they say. That's when destiny calls, they say. Remember me with the autumn leaves.